This is the Afrique palette, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So in the Afrique palette, we have 12 colors, and hopefully you can see them right there. So I'm going to try to come up with a look using only the colors in this palette. That's the whole idea. At the end of this series, I'm going to figure out which one of these palettes is my favorite. I'm going to tell you which one I think is great for everyday looks, which one I think is great for party looks, things like that, which one encompasses it all. I'm going to bring you up a little bit closer. This is supposed to be only eyes, but I might do my face set to music or something like that. So let's bring you into the eyes. Okay, so I prime my eyes every single time I do eyeshadow because I have very oily lids. So I'm using my e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. You can use whatever works great for you. And we're going to use our finger and tap that in, make it nice and tacky. All right, friends, the next thing that I like to do is apply a little bit of base to my eyes. So I'm going to be using a concealer. This is from CoverGirl. This is their True Blend Undercover Concealer. I have mine in the shade Bronze. You can go lighter than that if you want, but I think that this is a good shade to start with. Of course, you're going to go according to your skin tone. And before I move on, I wanted to share with you guys another favorite of mine. I know this has absolutely nothing to do with makeup, but I am actually running out of time to tell you guys about this. So I decided I'll just tell you in this video, and I'll probably bring it up again. But this perfume was sent to me by YSL and Optoli, and it's called Libre, and it smells so phenomenal. First of all, the packaging is outstanding. And when you open it up, I'm a sucker for bottles. And the bottle is very, very nice, as you can see there. I'm going to have all of the notes for this perfume down in my description box. It smells so good. It's very rare that I find something that works with my chemistry. So when I do, I share it. It smells so good, and it lasts. It really lasts on me. It's like a strong woman scent. It's like a businesswoman scent, no nonsense scent. I really, really like it. So just thought I'd share that with you. It's going to pop up again in another favorites video, but right now I just decided to show it to you guys. And let's get the party started on this holiday stuff. It's been a rough year. It really has. So we're putting up our Christmas tree early. I think I'm going to be gifting this to my mom. I'm going to buy her one. So check it out if you have a chance. All right, guys. So back into the eyes. We're going to start off with a pretty deep shade. I don't necessarily start so deep. This is the shade I think I want to go with. And I'm going to start with that and just start mixing my way down. So let's see. We're going to find us a nice blending brush. I'm tapping into it. It's very rich shade. And I am blind as a bat early in the morning. So I'm going to use another mirror. I have a big mirror here, but I'm going to use a smaller one so I can get close. And I'm going to start in my transition area. If you don't know where that is, what I usually do, because I have hooded eyes and it's hard to find that good crease area for me, I just go above my eyeball. I feel for my eyeball and I kind of blend right in that area and a little bit above it. Okay, and we're going to repeat that on the other eye. We're going to build it up. And sometimes I start a little light just to see what I'm doing, see what it looks like, and then I start building it up. Okay, so you guys see I have that reddish tone right there. And because I didn't put a powder on top of my concealer that I applied on top of my lid, this red is like really sticking and not moving around like I want it to in blending. So this is a tip to fix that situation. I'm going to go inside of the palette. Hopefully you have a shade in the palette that can work. This one right here is a lighter brown, and I think it would be great in my brow bone area. So what I'm going to do is get a nice fluffy brush. And I'm going to work in my brow bone with it, and I'm going to start mixing the two. So you're going to kind of go back and forth between those two shades until you like it. So you see what that looks like. And it's going to be different for different skin tones. So you'll have to play around with the palette to see what works out best for you. But that's what I do. You may even want to use your face powder for this. All right, we're going to cut into our crease a little bit. I'm going to be using a concealer from NYX, and this one is in the shade Tan, and it's a concealer pot. I'm just taking a nice little angled brush, something with some stiff bristles. And I'm going to feel for the top of my eyeball again. I'm not going to go any higher than that. All right, right on top of that concealer, I'm going to use the shade Angelique. It's right there. A nice sparkly champagne-y shade, so let's see. And it is super duper sparkly. Okay, I also want to go into the shade Fifi. It's similar to the red shade I put on first, but it's a matte shade. I'm just going to turn the brush around, use the other side. And did I say this was a matte shade? It's not a matte shade. The shade that I put in my crease and transition area, that's a matte shade. This one is more shimmery, but they still are in the same tone. Still look very similar. And if you have hooded eyes or wrinkly eyes, you really want to pack this color on. You don't want to blink and see a separation there in your little creases on your eyelid. So really pack that color on so it can stick. You're going to get a little bit of fallout, but that's okay. You can always clean it up later, especially if you put on your foundation and concealer and everything last. And in this outer corner, I'm going to go back into the color I put in my crease area, that deep, rich, cranberry-ish shade. I'm going to use that out here. It's really a pretty shade. It really is. You could apply this all over the lid as a smoky eye. That would be pretty. I might do that one day. Very, very pretty. Very different. I normally wouldn't have went with such a light color like that Angelique in the inner corner. But I said, you know, let's try something different. You could even do this deep shade and this one together and make a halo eye. That would be pretty. Options, options. Okay, I'm going to go away and do this eye and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so what I did was go back over all those colors and really make them pop. I wet my brush just a little bit and I went right back over all the shimmery shades. Angelique and Fifi. And of course you wouldn't wet your brush for that matte shade. You don't want to put water on a matte shade. Okay, so now I am loving the pigmentation. I love the way it looks. I'm getting kind of like that holiday vibe from this. Wasn't going for that, but it looks kind of cranberry-ish. Very, very cute. Okay, so right now I'm looking for a liner, eyeliner. This is a liquid liner. I've been talking about it a lot lately. It's the one I've been using in my eyeliner wing liner tutorial. So I want to leave the first and second tutorial in my description box in case you're having problems doing a wing liner. Okay, so I'm going to do a wing liner for this look. I'm getting my mirror set up here. So I'm not going to talk through this part because I do have those liner tutorials already up, but I want to do something funky with this top lash line here. I think a wing would really bring it out, so let's see. Okay, so that's one wing already done. So I'm adding a little mascara because there was fallout on my lashes. So a little dusty. We want to blacken them up a bit. And I'm still going to add a lash. I'm better at my right eye than my left, so I'm going to go away and do the left, and I'll be back with the lashes on, and we're going to do the face. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so that is what we look like with a wing liner and some lashes. The lashes are from the Stacy collection. I'll leave a website link for her down below in my description box along with a discount code. Alright. So we're going to move on to our face. This part is going to be set to music. And basically I'm going to be doing the same thing I do in every video. Alright, so for our face I'm going to be using the Juno and Company primer. It's more like a lotion primer. So it would be great for people with dry skin. I have more oily skin, but I'm not going anywhere. So I'm just going to be using this for video's sake. For my foundation today, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Matte Made Foundation. This one is in D80. So I'll be back to do my bottom lash line right after my face. Alright guys, so we are back with our eyes, and I think, you know, when you add in your foundation, you do your face, it looks so much more beautiful. Yeah, I'm really digging it now. Alright, so we're going to go into a little bit of a liner in our waterline here. And I always like to take a piece of tissue just so that I don't smear my makeup. So I just press and put a little black liner right in my waterline. We're also going to take a little bit of that deep burgundy, that matte shade. We're going to put it here in the bottom lash line. Just here in the outer corner. And I'm going to apply my favorite bottom lash line mascara for the moment. And this is Benefit Roller Lash. I really like it on my bottom lashes. Now that might sound weird to you, but some people understand exactly what I mean. Some mascaras work great on my top lashes and not my bottom, but I like this on my bottom. It just looks great. So, and by the way, the mascara I used on my top lashes was Urban Decay's Perversion. And now I'm going to apply my trusty brown lip liner. This is from ColourPop. It's discontinued, but I know they have lots of browns that can work just as great as this one. This one is called Pitch. Actually, I'm not going to use this one. Hold up one second. Let me find another one. Alright guys, I'm going to go into a lipstick I haven't used in a very long time. This is MAC's Ruby Woo. I just bought a replacement. I think this is my third time buying it. It is a gorgeous red. Here we go. Alright, and we're going to line our lips with the shade, I think this is Ellery from ColourPop, is it? Yes, it's Ellery. So we're going to deepen the red on the outer corners and we're gonna see if we can, you know, get that sexy vampy look I'm looking for. Alright guys, so that is it, and I am loving it. Very, very cute. Very nice. So that is what I came up with using the Afrique palette from Juvia's Place. Like I said, I did not think I was going to go with a look like this. I really thought I was going to lean more toward this gold over here, which is absolutely shiny and gorgeous. Let's do just a nice little swatch of that. That gold was calling my name, but I said today, no, I'm going to go in a different direction, and this is what I came up with. So I'm loving it. So how do you guys like the Afrique palette? I have a full playlist of Juvia's Place eyeshadow looks and foundation. I haven't tried out any of their powders or their new lipsticks yet, so that may be coming soon. And that is it. So I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to continue to push out these videos, so stay locked to the channel. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you like this eyeshadow look or videos like this. Be sure to check out my wing liner tutorials, because those are great for people with hooded eyes. I'll talk to you in the next one. Cyber kisses.